It's always good to see you, brother.
Pleasure.
And Michael would let you know that last week the Cowboys got the Eagles. I know. I couldn't believe it either, but that did actually happen. Man, I thought that was a good college basketball game. I knew that's how it was going to go. Kevin and I, everybody knows, we're very good friends. We've been talking all season. I've been through what he's been dealing with. Okay, just last year, that's how I was feeling, how he's feeling. Except for him, he's picked to win his league. Okay, so when this happens and you schedule how you do, you're feeling good about your team, and then it goes to how it's been going for them, you're just trying to get your kids to fight. And I knew when they saw Monmouth, all those guys, we just got a thing with them. They're awesome kids. We go back and forth each year. It seems like when we're supposed to win, they win. When they're supposed to win, we win. So I just knew today was going to be a battle. And I'm glad that my kids believed what I was telling them. I didn't think our defense started the game the way it was supposed to, but I think that had a lot to do with the way our offense started. We were hitting so many shots early. I think our guys got in the frame of mind of, oh, we got this game. And then Riders, a tough group of kids with a tough coach, just a tough group. And I knew they weren't going to lay down today at all. And it ended up being a really, really good college basketball game.
Even on a day when Xander gets held to 7 points, you had so many guys step up to score. Just talk about kind of the firepower you have from a bunch of different guys now this season.
Well, I think that's what college basketball is all about. We obviously have Alexander scoring a lot of points for us. But that doesn't mean other guys can't score the ball the way they did today. That's a credit to them for being selfless enough to not worry about points and do other things. And we have a guy that really scores it at a high clip. Sometimes that messes up your chemistry. But I think the way Alexander joined this group this summer and spent so much time with these guys, I think they want him to do what he does on offense. And then on a night like this, where they were charged up, Xander got them for 25 a couple times when he was at Bucknell. So I knew Kev was coming with something. But all of these kids can score, and I've been saying that the whole time. He could score. Abdi obviously can score. Jack Collins, I'm trying to get him to shoot the ball more. He can score. Boog sacrifices his offensive game for defense right now, Cornelius. So there's so many ways we can go. Jakari's a better scorer than I probably let him be. Jaden Doyle's been shooting the ball and scoring a lot in practice. He has a little knee thing right now. Jack Holmstrom's been shooting it better than everybody on our team in practice. So if you keep your head in a good place, at some point your number's going to get called, and if your head's in the right place, you'll have success. And these guys have been incredible at that part.
King, how have you seen Jarrett develop over his redshirt year and then the beginning of the season?
Sometimes he oversleeps, and when you oversleep, sometimes the coach goes crazy on you. And then sometimes when you oversleep, the coach has matured so much, he doesn't put that extra heat on you. And he just lets the day go how it's supposed to go. And the coach understands that you felt so awful about oversleeping. So Jared and I will handle some of those things. But Jared is incredible. And he hasn't even started yet, guys, okay? Jared, his potential is probably the highest on our team. Okay, he has not played in a lot of basketball games. He's been in games, but a lot of them were AAU games. A lot of them were showcase games. But actual college coaching games, this is game 11. And this is what he's doing. And when I met him, I watched him, and I thought, man, I'm getting this super athletic kid that's a four-man that's going to be great someday. Okay, well, if you watch how I'm playing, Jared's a three-man for us. Okay, because for his life, being a three-man is what it's all about. He's not going to make the NBA being a four-man. Okay, but as a three-man with his length and he can shoot, he showed that today, his athleticism. We're working on getting him about 10 more pounds, 15 more pounds. And that's the frame of a person that natural growing up gets a chance in the big league. And I think I owe it to him to work on his skills. So he's not a guy that just runs to the front of the rim. and has to be inside and have them big old guys pound on him. So I think the sky's the limit. And he's never been late except for today. But that happens sometimes. And he knows he's going to get it. He already knows. But I was not going to mess up today because a young man overslept. So we'll handle things differently than how we used to.
Okay, Jared, how about you? Your redshirt year last year, what did you focus on when you weren't playing in games, and how did it help you make this transition to today's?
I was just trying to make chemistry with my teammates. I was just trying to shoot the ball more because in high school I couldn't shoot. They didn't let me shoot, and I was just working on my body.
You couldn't shoot, or they didn't let you shoot?
They didn't let me shoot.
Okay, so you get here, King Rice believes in you
Yeah,
as a shooter.
I was in the gym every night with Coach Rice, and he fixed my jumper, and he told me to use my legs and all that, and I just started doing it.
How did it feel to hit your first three in the beginning of the half today? Did it give you a lot of confidence?
I actually knew I was going to hit 4 threes today
Okay.
because I came to the gym early, not for a shoot around, but before the game I started shooting out. It was feeling good. So I was like, yeah, today I'm going to hit a lot of threes.
How does it feel playing alongside a guy like Nikita in the game he can have so much?
He made the game easy. He posted up hard, so that opened up the court for everybody.
Nikita, just talk about your game today and a double-double, and just, I don't know, with Clem really not playing in very little, just talk about having to kind of shoulder that load.
Yeah, I think I mean, me and Clem is like a best friends, so I talk to him every day. I think him not playing, he stimulated me to play harder because he played very good last year. So he told me what do I need to do better, how do I need to post up. So he he spread the knowledge what he done last year. So it's been good so far.
Keep tight rotation today. I think really 7 guys got extended minutes.
I got a little tight today, guys. All right, and I had told all them kids I wanted to give Amon some minutes. I did go with Gabe, but then he got hurt. Jaden's knee's been bothering him, so he was on a minutes restriction today. He has not practiced. He got in a little bit yesterday, but he's not been in for the last 2 or 3 days. And I just knew Kev was coming with some stuff today. And like I said, we talked all last week. And we played and coached very similarly. And I saw some things that I've been doing and mentioned it to him. Hey, this is what I've been doing, and I watch y'all, and maybe you should look at that too. Just as a coach, I don't mess with his schemes and all that stuff, but just as a coach. And if you watch us, both of us most of the time are frowned up. That impacts your kids, okay? And when you're losing, you're more frowned up. Well, that impacts them more. Okay, I just went through it. He just got a new deal. So so now I'm watching him be frowned up, and I'm trying not to be. And those are things as friends, okay? As men, we should be able to talk about. And I'm thankful for the friendship with Kev because he calls me and does the same thing, okay? And he helps me. And my team was like, man, why are you trying to help him right now? Because he's my friend. Okay, and that's what this business is truly all about. I want to beat him, and I want to beat him badly. He wants to beat me badly. We say it to each other all the time. But I still want him to have a lot of success. I still want him to do well. I still, I talk to Shy all the time, too, about these things because it seems like when we're mad, they keep the camera on us. Okay? They keep the camera on us when we're mad. But they don't keep the camera on all the other coaches across the country when they're mad. So I'm trying to just remind my friends, hey, that camera stays on us when we're mad. And I stayed watching him today. I watched Kev all day today, and he kept his cool. He kept his cool. There was a couple of plays where he got a little animated, but he kept his cool. And I think when you do that, your kids play better. And it's hard to do. It's hard to do. I'm probably half the fans around here be mad at me because my mouth and I'm frowning all the time. And it's hard when that's how you're made. But I thought he did an incredible job of just focusing on beating Monmouth today. And they got pretty close. And that was, I've watched a lot of their games. That was probably their best game so far this year. Credit to him.
Spinelli, anything on
it was an ankle. They fell on top of him. The way he was limping, but that's kids today, man. Guys fall down and it's like, oh, and then they come back in 20 seconds. It's like, if you fall down like that, and we're on TV, our team rule is you're supposed to jump up unless you're injured. Okay, jump up. I don't care if it hurts a little bit, you bang knees on it, you jump up. And our reasoning behind that is your mom is watching on TV. And if you jump up, she goes, oh, my son is okay. When you lay on the floor like that, your mom is 5 hours away. She doesn't see you get up. Now they go away from you. Now your mom is in panic mode and she can't get to you for another 2 hours. So we're all supposed to just jump up, but we seem to like to lay down and go, oh, and let everybody know. So I think he's going to be okay, but it's just an ankle sprain right now. We'll get him looked at.
Nikita, Nikita, another physical game from you. Second time this year, you eclipsed 20 points. Can you just tell me some of the things you saw on the court that yourself were seeing that you were able to improve on your offense and really get in the flow of things?
I think it's more about like being physical under the rim, trusting my teammates. Also, like you need to communicate with the guards. Like if you're on one play, it's about all communication and being on the same page. That's the key.
Nikita, you played a lot of minutes this season with Jarrett. What do you like about his game, and how does it sort of complement yours?
I think like he's so athletic. Like so he covers, like he can block shots, he can do a lot of things that helps not necessarily me, but like as a group in general. That's what he brings a great value, and it's big on him.
And then King, with I think you've got one more non-conference game before you get into the CAA play. How do you like just the overall state of your team right now? You sort of mentioned in your opening statement, sort of the inverse roles you are now with Ryder from last year, where you're sort of back on the come up a little bit.
Well, this group has been incredible from the beginning. It's a special year for me just with my son playing. Although today Kev did the best job since he's ever played against Ryder. Today, credit to Kev and their defense. But this group is fun, and we're young. That's the part. He's first timing, Abdi's first timing, Boog's first timing. Gabe's a sophomore. Collins a sophomore. Now we got these old crusty guys like him and Xander that, they've been through it sometime. But he didn't play last year. So he's a year removed, you know what I mean? So we're still getting better, and that's a cool thing. And they truly are a fun group of kids to be around. And they conned me into giving them off tomorrow and Monday. I'm just getting soft, man. I'm just soft right now. I don't know what happened to me over these years. But, no, we're in finals right now, and these guys need to do well in school. And, yeah, I talked about Dr. McNeil so much. She used to say we practice too much anyways. And we need to give them more room and more time to be kids and do their schoolwork. So I'm going to try to follow that lead, give them off till Tuesday, and then we're going to get back after it. And we got a tough one with Manhattan. And then we get to go home for about 4 or 5 days. And then we come back and we get another big-time trip to Oklahoma. We're thankful for them for playing us, because that's one of those games where my big boss in the back, I get to walk up to her and hand her a nice check. And she doesn't make me play those games, so that makes it even more fun when I get to hand it to her. But that one's going to be fun on New Year's, and then we're spending the night in Dallas before we come home. So that's where we'll have our New Year's. Jared doesn't know that I'm having curfew and thing, because he don't know how to wake up in the morning. But no, I like these kids a lot. Okay, I liked the group before, but this group right here, they're just fun young guys. They're not trying to be 30-year-old guys. They're young college students, and you can tell. And that's what this is supposed to be. And I'm trying to be more mature myself and really help them have a great experience on and off the floor. So this group has been incredible, and I'm fortunate that I should have them. As long as Big Boss says so, I should get to coach them for a long time.
King, sorry, I apologize. This was
No,
asked
you're good.
earlier because I was speaking to Kevin about it. But just the future of this series, it's been obviously highly competitive from when you were league refs. Obviously, neither team is obligated to play each other now that you're not in the same league. But is it one that you'd be
looking to continue into the future?
Well, Kevin and I got to talk. I have a hard time when we go over there. All right, and even saying it publicly, you know, a lot of things get said, you know, a lot of stuff, and I'm a big boy, and you can say a lot of stuff, but sometimes the rivalry is such a big deal to the students that sometimes it takes an ugly turn. Kev is my friend, that's why we did this, okay? I would not have been doing this. Last year, he needed a game, okay? And I told him no for the whole summer. And then he called me and he said, man, you just got your new deal and I'm in a deal year, King. I'm coming, Kev. That's what happened. And then we signed the deal. But we need to talk, you know, and if he and I can come to some things, I don't mind going because it's a bus ride for us, so that helps, not getting on the airplane, not having to pay a whole bunch of money. And it's a great game for our program. But we just gotta make sure everybody's aligned the same way so we can. I will go down there. We have a great thing. You shake hands like today, and then you go home. It don't have to be. I'm yelling at their fans. They're talking about my wife and kids and all kinds of stuff, and then it's not worth it if that's what it's going to turn into.
Jared, what are you guys going to try to get up to in Dallas?
Nothing. He's not. Oh, you're not 21.
No,
He
I'm
can't
just
do
trying to
nothing.
go home.
I love Dallas.
Yeah, look at him.
I just try.
Yeah, his girlfriend keep checking the window.
My girlfriend live in Dallas, so
Yeah, you ain't doing nothing in
my
Dallas
girlfriend
either.
live in Dallas, so I'm good.
I've been in
Careful
Dallas.
up here saying stuff on camera, bro. I'm just saying. Be careful.
It's my girl.
All right. Appreciate you guys.
Thanks, guys.